showed my testimony, I'll leave now. I have nothing else to say. Let me start out properly. I'm trying to learn this. I've learned several languages in my life, but this is the hardest language I've ever had to try to learn. Gaanu, magaling ako. Ako po si Kitang Buhanan. I want you to know that I am very proud to have met Ryan through my sister-in-law, Mary Tesma McCott, and my wife introducing me to the products that actually saved my life. As the testimony shows, I spoke to my brother-in-law, and he told me that this is something that you should not overlook, as well, my feet swelled up to the point where I cannot walk. I could not walk to the bagnio. I had to roll out of the bed and crawl because it hurt so much just to walk. But as you heard, and this is the truth, as God is my witness. Thank you, Lord. I took 4 of the tablets, morning, noon, and night. I did this for a month. My sister is a retired chemist for the state of Tennessee. She worked in the health department in the organic laboratory, and she worked and worked and tried to find out what caused this, and she could not. My youngest daughter was a nurse. She also did her own research with other nurses, and neither one, with all the help and all the wisdom they had, could not produce a correct answer. But the correct answer was a miracle as far as I'm concerned. I was facing death. And maybe I've lived long enough that it was time to go. But I didn't want to accept that. So I took C24/7 complete with Vitadrink for 1 month, 4, 4, and 4 of each tablet, and the swelling of my feet went back to normal, and I could walk again. And these are ingredients that are comprised of 250 plus doctors coming together under the wisdom of one, what I consider a great doctor, Dr. Kavantar. He had all the wisdom in the world backing him up. And to have all the knowledge, if you would think of how many years each doctor had to go through to get their education and their experience, and put all of this together to come up with all natural ingredients, fruits, vegetables, what God gave us to live with. And 12 different mushrooms, I'm thinking, sounds like a good supper. But it was not. It was better than that, because the swelling went down, I could walk again. And there was one other that I cannot say or really tell you about, except I'm going to. I had one other incident that the only way I can give this testimony is with my wife backing me up, because we didn't take before and after pictures. I had a wreck on a motorcycle. Not a very smart thing to do, ride a motorcycle without a helmet, I'll tell you that right now. And I tore a calf muscle in my right leg. I was facing surgery. The muscle protruded about 2 to 2.5 inches from my calf muscle. My mother was a nurse. I grew up under the tutelage of a nurse. So I know quite a bit about medicine. I'm not bragging on myself, I just know when I need to go see a doctor and when I don't. Again, I took the C24/7, the complete, and drank the Vita drink every day, this time for 2 months. Now you might feel on my calf muscle just a little knot, not very big at all, but that muscle that was torn, I did not have to go under a surgeon's knife. That muscle repaired itself with just these all natural supplements designed by Alliance AIM Global, and I'm proud to tell you that I'm only supposed to be up here, I think, for 5 minutes, so you better shut me up. Because once you take a retired broadcast journalist who has not been on the radio or TV for years, once you can bend someone's ear, you don't want to shut up. But I'm here and I'm honored, and God has predestined every move you make before you are ever born. All and everything is predestined by our Heavenly Father, dear God. I don't know if you're a Christian or not, but you need to believe this is true. Before Adam and Eve ever came along, God already gave us the animals to help us for food, for cover. He gave us the plants for medicines, for food. So we were taken care of before we were ever designed. And this is something that I'm proud to say, that I am one of God's children. I'm not a special child, and many of you and most of you are. I'm just an old man that wants to share something with you, that before you have to go under a knife or take chemicals from a chemical company, and there are many supplements, there are many products that are designed by Alliance AIM Global, not just C24/7, not just complete Vita drink. There's all types of different products made that are offered to you, and if you're having problems, check them out. There's a few new ones I'm taking. I like the white light because I have a bad liver. It helps me. Believe it or not, you can feel liver pains. Ask anyone that has a bad liver. And this product alone, just 20 seconds under the tongue, 2 squirts, I don't feel any pain. Now there's one thing I did not mention. I have had short-term memory loss since the age of 10. 2 years ago, they did a brain MRI on me because they wanted to find out if maybe part of my brain might be missing. I've had this short-term memory loss since I was 10, and I still have it today. Although it's not nearly half as bad as it used to be, because the ingredients that I'm taking also helps you to focus. Now, I would like to speak to Dr. Ibang and find out how they get into the cells of your body and not just the tissue of the muscle, because there is some type of way that everything reacts with your body, and I would like to understand the design of it a little better, because I focus much better than I used to. And I don't know what it is that's in there, but once again, as I said, it's a miracle ingredient. And there are several things. So before you think about taking pills from the doctor that are designed from chemical companies that could harm your liver even if you don't have a bad liver, you need to check out what Alliance M Global has to offer. And there's almost an ingredient for everything that you can imagine. Another one that I started taking is, I think it's Colodex maybe, for my heart. And I had a heart attack in 2013. I almost died from a PE, a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in my lungs. And had to go to the doctor for that. The pains that after living through that experience, I've always had a little kind of a nudging, and whoever in America puts their hand over their heart, it's not over there, it's almost in the center of your body. That pain is almost depleted from my life, and I'm thankful for that. So check out all of the ingredients before you go under the knife. My mother was a nurse. She had 22 operations in her life. I grew up with a mother that didn't have a belly button. She had so many surgeries. But I'm thankful and proud to be amongst you and part of your family, because as the doctor said, we do come alone, but we do not stand alone. We stand as 10,000. I'm not going to take up any more of your time, except that I feel honored to be here and to be a part of your family. So thank you for letting me be here.